Welcome to Sodo Creations, where we make your imagination a reality. I'm going to show you the clips I'm using. I talked about it so much in the last video. I got them from Walmart. I like these clips because they are big enough to grasp any thickness of wood that I use, and also they are pretty sturdy. My balloons stay in place. I've struggled in the past with different types of clips, some that are the same as these but slightly smaller, and those don't hold as well. So I really like these. I'll try to find the link for Walmart where I got it, but I'm sure Home Depot should have it, or any other hardware store. You've seen these balloons before. I used them in my last video. I'm trying to reuse them to create different designs for you guys, so you can see different options that you can use for shades of pink. Being the month of February, I just thought we would add touches of pink and reds to our decor. So Olivia is helping me here with all the balloons, and she's trying to help with scissors, and you'll see later on she actually tries to go to the balloons with scissors to help me out. But I have the same colors. If you want to see how I get these balloons inflated to this shape and what sizes and everything like that, it's in my previous video. That round balloon arch I did, that was an ombre look. For this design, I'm not going to use those white balloons that I use that are right there on the right, because I just wanted to stick with the shades of pink and that beautiful burgundy color. So as you can see, I still have all my 5-inch fillers all in the balloons. Like I said, I'm typically just reusing the balloons I used to create a new, totally different design. So right now you can see the static in my hair. Olivia came with the scissors and I had to move it away where she would not get to them. So let's move on to the design. And pretty much this could be your first design, right? So if you have a party, you can make this the first, or you can go ahead and add some florals, which is what I'm going to do right now. So I have this floral arrangement that I used for the drape video that I did, and I showed you how I made this from scratch. I'm reusing this here because the colors go well with these balloons. I'm using my pipe cleaners to attach them to the same clamps that I used previously, but I have to add a few more roses to the end because the design was, I turned it around so it was going more upright, and I flipped the floral arrangement. So you see me here adding some flowers, and Oliver and Olivia found the camera and they're saying cheese to the camera. They're very funny and love playing around when I'm doing these videos. So here I am adding more fillers just to get the design full so that it looks better. So here we are. They're still jumping around, helping out, handing some balloons, and there you go. That is the design number 2. I just added a chair. I noticed those 2 big balloons are in the same place and look kind of awkward, so I'm twisting things around just to separate them from each other. So there you have it. Olivia is posing for the design number 2. Moving on along, we are going to enhance it with no other way but with florals. I am adding these florals. Again, I've said this in the past, when you add florals, especially the flowers that are this full, they tend to weigh the decor, the balloons down. So you want to make sure you either have your balloons very well strapped to the board or whatever you've designed it on, or they're going to weigh down and end up drooping so as your event goes on. So I'm just filling all this in, and towards the end, of course, I'm not going to use as many balloons as I did, as many flowers as I'm doing now, because I want a height to my other design. So I'm just filling everything, and it looks pretty nice. I like this decor. That's number 3. You can use this for bridal showers, any events that you'd like, even a tea party and everything. Now we're going to take all this apart because I want to make a full arch all around that backdrop. It's going to take some time to get this all set up and going, because I'm going all around and I have to make a lot of adjustments to the design so that it's even on both sides, especially since I'm using block of colors. I definitely want them to match on either side. So you'll see me making adjustments, adding balloons, changing things around, twisting balloons, and that's what you have to do. And the other thing is, each time I did the design, I would look into the camera and notice that it wasn't even, and I would have to make adjustments. So when you're designing balloons, you always have to step back, take a look at what you're doing and make adjustments. Here, it might not show well on camera because as I'm editing now, I noticed that it's not showing as bad. But when I was standing there, I noticed that that light pink shade at the top was more to the right than to the left. So I'm taking apart the full balloon that I strapped to the backdrop so I can adjust that over, move it to the left and make it centered. I'm using the clips again, tying my 260s that I'm going to use on that left side to the backdrop so that I can attach it. So as you see, I'm raising it up, giving myself more height to the design, because I'm thinking if someone like me is standing underneath the balloons to take a picture, you need more height. So I'm lifting everything up. Luckily, the balloons, I have enough balloons. I tried my best not to inflate any new balloons for this decor, and it worked out well because I had plenty of balloons around that backdrop last time, and I'm not even using the white balloons in this design. So I'm adjusting everything, making sure that I'm keeping my height there. And this is really the 4th design. I'm making adjustments. I have to add a few 5-inch clusters to that left side, but I'm making sure the sparkling burgundy, the wild berry, the rose and the pink are all aligned and look nice and even with my design. And of course, I leave a blank canvas in the middle. You can customize it to write whatever words you would like. Mr. Mrs. You can put happy birthday. You can make it a Mother's Day theme. You can write anything you want in the middle. That big balloon I just added on the left there, pardon my frame on the recording, but I added that light pink on the left, and you see eventually I noticed that the right side of the rose color isn't even. It looks like the balloon garland is more to the left, so I'll add to that part eventually. But again, like I said, lots of adjustments to make sure that the design is nice and even on both sides. I'm quite OCD. A lot of times when I even take pictures, I look at the picture while I'm looking through my lens to take a picture. I notice that something is uneven and I go back and fix it. So there I am now adding that one balloon just to increase that side. There you go, and it adds to that corner where it doesn't look like it's drooping left. And there you have design number 4. Now, if this is your first time tuning into my channel, please consider subscribing. I post videos once a week, and my videos are all about decor ideas. I have a few tutorials as well. If you have any video ideas and you've been watching for a while that you would like to see on my channel, please leave that comment below, and don't forget to tell me which design you like the best. I really appreciate that. Now, don't forget to subscribe and like the video. I appreciate each and every one of you for supporting this channel and for always tuning in and looking out for videos. Thank you guys so much. I'm adding flowers here, but I'm adding single flowers so it doesn't weigh my design down. I'm maintaining that height, but what way to elevate balloons than to add these flowers, right? So the bigger ones are at the bottom, and I have just single flowers just spaced out throughout the design. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Stay tuned next week for some Valentine love balloon garlands and some designs coming up in the near future. Appreciate you guys again and hope you have a very blessed week. And of course, this is design number 5.